Hello and welcome to this week's edition of ToolBox TV. You're going to have to bear with the husky voice. I'm recovering from a bit of a summer cold. Nothing to worry about, just sitting in the back of my throat at the moment. But this week what I want to do is talk to you about a tool that I have been using in my business for quite some time, but that came up in two different discussions in the last 2 weeks with members. One was with Stuart and the other one was with Phil. And the tool in question I've been using for a number of years in the electrical business in Kent Electrics, and it helps me to gather information and to prepare blogs and the like. And what I'm talking about is a little thing called Google Alerts. Now, Google Alerts is a free tool, and I'm sure I have discussed it in earlier trainings, and I'm sure that there are mentions of it inside the Toolbox training area. But I thought this week I'd sort of explain to you a little bit about what it is and what it actually does for your business. As I said a minute ago, it's a free tool set up in Google with your Google account that allows you to more or less trawl the internet for information about various topics. And it will automatically go out and search for these topics that you decide. And then at a designated time that you've decided, whether it's once a day, twice a day, once a week, once a fortnight, it will send you back the information that you're looking for. So for example, if you wanted to find out information about, let's say, consumer units, any mention of consumer units on the web, then you would set up a Google alert with a keyword, consumer units, and then every time somebody posted an article, a blog, a post in a discussion group, or anything to that effect, then at the designated time Google would collate an email for you and send you back that email. Now, how do I use it in my business? Well, what I do is I've got several Google alerts set up on my Google account, and I have various things from electrical fault to electrical fires to electrical injuries. All of those search terms I've set up in the Google Alerts. So every morning at about 6:30, I get in my email in tray an email from Google with these various topics. And if there's anything of relevance, now I have to say, because it's searching the whole of the internet, a lot of it is irrelevant. So I can get a lot of postings from the States, electrical fires in a school in the States, or electrical fire in a factory, or electrocution or whatever. And to me, that's not particularly relevant. What I'm looking for is UK stuff that I can either on the day immediately put up on Facebook as a Facebook posting to show my customers the dangers involved with electricity. Again, it's relevant content, it's in the news. If it shows up on my Facebook timeline, it keeps them engaged and keeps them interested. The other thing I would do is perhaps link that to a tweet. If it wasn't an immediate incident, i.e. something that would immediately be affecting people or an immediate danger or anything like that, if it was just something of interest, I may save it, put it into my Evernote file, save it, and then repurpose it as a blog at a later date. So those are some of the ways of using it, of using the Google Alerts. Now, another way to use Google Alerts is for, client engagement. So let's say, for example, you had a customer who had a big interest in chihuahuas, for talk's sake, and you wanted to get some engagement going. Then if you, when you got back to your office, set up a Google alert on chihuahuas, then anytime there was a posting, a blog, a discussion about chihuahuas, it would come up on your Google Alerts, and then you would have some information that you could send on to your customer, and you can say things like, oh, look at what I came across on the internet, perhaps this would be of interest to you. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be chihuahuas, it could be archery, it could be clay pigeon shooting, it could be model aeroplanes, you name it, whatever it is that might involve getting your customer engaged and get the conversation going with your customer. So that's another way to use it. So you've got information for your blogs, for your tweets, for immediate postings. You've got information for client engagement. And then the other way you can use it is for reputation management. And I use it for this also. So I have Google Alerts set up for James Dewane, for Kent Electrics Limited, for Electricians in Kent. And what that will do is, if any of those terms are mentioned, if any of those terms come up, so let's say for talk's sake somebody was talking in a discussion group on a forum, and an open forum, because closed forums it won't work, but if they were talking on a forum and they said they had a bad experience with Kent Electrics, then that gives me the opportunity, because I've seen the posting, that my Google Alerts will bring that up, so I can see the posting. It gives me the opportunity then to go into that forum and to discuss that situation or to rectify that situation, not necessarily have an argument with the person who posted it, because people who post messages like that, if they are disgruntled, there's a reason for it. And of course, if you can get to the bottom of the reason, you can often solve it. And my way of looking at things, and I think this should have come across in a lot of the training that we do, is that if you have a problem with a customer, you're better off dealing with it. You're better off fronting it up and actually handling the issue, because what you perceive as an issue and they perceive as an issue may be two different things. But if it's an issue to them, they're going to talk about it and they're going to discuss it. If you deal with it, it is an opportunity for you to make an ally and a friend out of that customer instead of making an enemy out of that customer. So reputation management is another really good way to use Google Alerts. So I think what I'm going to do for you guys this week is I'm going to put together a short video showing you how to use Google Alerts, how to set up Google Alerts. And hopefully by the time I've posted this ToolBox TV, I will have also posted that little video as well. It'll just be a short video explaining to you how to set up the Google Alerts for yourselves. So my ToolBox tip for you this week is, if you haven't been using Google Alerts already, start using them. It's an absolutely fantastic tool to use in your business. So go and set yourself up some Google Alerts. Use it for reputation management, use it for materials for your blogs and for your Facebook postings, and use it for your customer engagement. So until the next time, continue to learn and grow, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hi, I'm James Dewane, founder of My Electricians Toolbox and the author of the S.P.A.R.K.S Blueprint to Marketing for Local Trades. If you've enjoyed this video, why don't you pop over to jdewane.com and take advantage of our free marketing training for electricians. I look forward to seeing you over there.
That's excellent timing. Your timing is impeccable.